Pretty sure I know how to use that thing.
Good. It's important.
The name of my sex tape.
Welcome to Arts Talk. I'm Jordan. Wait a minute.
That's me. We're with Dan Moser.
What program are we on?
We're watching Arts Talk.
Oh.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Jordan Ward, reporting for Arts Talk, and I'm here today with Dan Moser.
Hello. Speak to the people or to you?
Tell them hello. We've met already.
Prepared extensively for this interview. I'm sure you have many insightful questions that will give a lot of insight.
I have file folders full of notes and questions.
Wonderful.
That was my camera.
You're really seeing how the sausage gets made here, folks.
So, Dan.
You were about to ask your first insightful question.
Good improv. What makes it good?
Good improv is good because we have respect for improv. We respect improv, we respect improvisers, we respect the audience.
It's very Aretha Franklin of you to have RESPCT.
There is one key difference.
You are not a large black woman.
There are two key differences. I am also alive.
This is a fact-based show, and this is going to be a fact-based interview.
Wonderful.
Dogs are man's best friend.
I have heard this. Puppies are actually the veal of the dog world. This interview is going well. Sold out across the nation.
Where can people see and hear and experience? I don't want to just do this for the blind and the deaf.
Good, thank you. Because we engage all senses at Good Improv.
Where can people have their senses engaged?
They can go to goodimprov.com. They can wait outside my house, and I'll be happy to talk to them.
Oh.
This interview is going well. Is that your phone crashing down there again? Lift the lever first. Yes, good.
You know, people talk about emotions. I thought that was an online thing. Now, you've been stalking a lot of artists.
I have. To learn their methods, the reasons.
What can you possibly learn by hanging out in a tree and watching them undress?
A lot is revealed in nudity. Were you aware of that?
No.
When you see a man naked, it bears his entire soul to you. For instance, I know your soul. So when I see some of the paintings that you've created, I am not horrified and ready to physically vomit.
Now, I'd like to talk a little more about art.
Of course.
If I may.
We're here on Arts Talk.
What should people avoid when they're out there looking for a fun comedy show to see?
Snakes. If you get bit by a snake, no matter how funny the comedy that you're seeing, you're probably not going to laugh. Like a rattlesnake.
No, you don't want to get bit by one of those.
No, sir. And if you're going to watch a comedy show, you definitely don't want to get bit by one. You might irritate your friends. You're like, oh, my bite. They just want to laugh.
When you were a young child, your family couldn't afford a rattle, so they gave you a rattlesnake.
That's true.
And yet you're still alive today.
Oh, I've built up an immunity to rattlesnake toxin over the years.
Welcome back.
Wiped the slate clean here, kind of.
I'm Jordan Ward. You're watching Arts Talk. I'm here with Dan Moser.
Hi, everyone.
Dan is a seasoned veteran of comedy. Dan has a lot of medals.
I do.
In his hips, in his knees.
Extensive replacements.
What was your favorite surgery that you've had?
My favorite surgery I had was a heart surgery. Doctor needed to replace my heart. And here's the crazy part, okay? Thought I was going to get a baboon heart in there. And I was all ready for it. You know, I changed my apartment over to a baboon environment just to make my heart feel good, feel ready, feel strong.
A lot of people said that was bananas.
What ended up happening is this. Here's what makes it so funny, right? The day of the surgery, the doctor says, just as I'm going under, we got a man heart for you. I'm just, whoa. I went under, right? And as soon as I woke up, I could feel it in my chest. I felt...
Different?
No, exactly the same.
Oh, they postponed the surgery.
They did. Sure. But here's the good part about that. Because they postponed the surgery, which ended up saving my life. Because it turns out the doctor, when he was initially diagnosing me with the heart problem I had, he had his thumb over the x-ray. So it looked like I had no heart at all. When he moved his thumb,
there was a heart.
Heart was right there. I would have had 2 hearts in my chest.
Wow.
So
you probably could have ran twice as fast if you had 2 hearts.
But I would have needed several more legs to make that work.
The Fringe is an exciting topic. You've been to many fringes.
I have. A lot of them.
Now, is the best part of the Fringe really the outsides of it?
You'd think that, based on the name. But no. The best part of the Fringe is actually the center. If you're anywhere but exactly center, you're probably not going to have a great time.
You ever play any baseball?
Well, you know, I could have gone pro. Chose not to. Too much pressure.
Well, technically, you could say that about anything. You could have been a pro bowler. Could have been a pro mountain climber. Tell me about the first time that you climbed a mountain.
Well, the first time I climbed a mountain, or my favorite time that I climbed a mountain.
Are they both the same?
They are both the exact same one,
Tell me that one then.
So what happened was this. What I thought was going to be a molehill turned out to be a mountain. So
Really?
my experience with mountain climbing was largely similar to the common phrase, making a mountain out of a mole. But in my defense, there were a lot of moles on that mountain.
Wait, was it a hill or a mountain?
It ended up being a mountain. It ended up being a mountain. You do
Never
a lot
had
of mountain climbing?
Me? I've climbed a few mountains.
A few?
Yeah. A couple mountains here and there. Some of the Rockies. Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3. Mountainous in length. Got through them. I'd rather watch a Rocky movie than climb a mountain.
Well, sure. Who wouldn't?
Probably Sylvester Stallone. Doesn't like watching himself.
It's hard to see yourself on film after the fact. You question every mistake you made. You just
Scrutinize
is that
every move.
right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I never experienced that, but I'm sure I will later today. Do you ever experience any problems as an emu owner? Or an ostrich owner? I'm not sure exactly what bird it is you have.
No, I don't. I'm not allowed to own any birds anymore. But when I was allowed to own them, let me tell you, an ostrich. That's a great bird. In Alice in Wonderland, she has the flamingos, and she's using them as golf clubs. I'll tell you right now, I've used a flamingo as a golf club. I've used an ostrich as a golf club. If you want to really get some wood on that ball, you're hitting it with an ostrich head 10 out of 10 times. I'd consider a flamingo more of like an iron or a wedge.
They've got the long beak.
To get in the sand there, really dig up under the sand. But an ostrich has got the nice compact.
Now, hold on. Ostriches
Wood-like head.
bury their heads in the sand.
Exactly.
So wouldn't it make more sense to use an ostrich in a sand
Well,
trap?
no, because once they get in there, they don't want to come out. You want to use the right club for the right job.
What is the right club for a bludgeoning?
I would, again, go with an ostrich head. This interview is going well.